What is going on, TubeU? Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gents. Today's little video, man, we're just gonna be going over some difference between this build and my last build. My last build was a full bolt-on car, 275 upper, 10% lower, injectors, ID 1300s, dual fuel pump, you know, the whole nine. Made just over 900 wheel, about 925, and this one makes about 100 wheel more than that. But right now it is turned down. It's making about 17, 18 pounds of boost. The only reason I even slowed down is because I thought that was an Escalade V, but once it got closer, I saw all the chrome and stuff and knew it wasn't an Escalade V, unfortunately. Anywho, which route is better for you, man? That's a hard question to ask. So, I'm gonna be upfront with you. Turbos, which is the route for this car right here. For those of you who don't follow the channel, this car is turbo. Like I said, my last car was just full bolt-on car, you know, simple pulley setup, and it was efficient. It worked. It got the job done. It won a lot of races. This car, on the other hand, also very efficient. It also gets the job done. Not very cheap for this build. Not at all. This car, I think I did a video with the total cost, and it was about $28,000 all in. So $11,000 just for the turbo kit alone, another $1,600 or something like that for the chiller. The fuel system itself was like another $3,500. Injectors were like $26,000. Install was another $11,000. So yeah, it came out to around $28,000 for everything. Now obviously you can do it yourself if you're handy with a wrench. You do it yourself. If you could do the tuning, go ahead. I wouldn't advise trying to tune a turbo build yourself, unless you're, you know, very, very familiar with the platform. Sure, go ahead. But yeah. So obviously, I was not doing it myself. I'm sorry. I watched a lot of videos. I watched it. It's Just a Six video where he installed the twin turbo kit, and you know he had a lift. He had 6, 7 buddies helping him out. A whole ass shop to operate in. You know. John Iris, the owner of Hellion, on speed dial to help him along the way. I don't have that. I don't have that luxury. I'm sorry. It was not getting done in my garage. I saw a lot of tools, a lot of grinding, a lot of little extra stuff that they did to help out along the way. And I'm sorry, I don't have that capability in my garage. It's just not possible, guys. It just was not possible for me. So you're damn right. I paid someone to do it. I'm sorry. Was not happening. So if you're like me, even if you're not like me and you can't save a buck or two, the turbos are still going to be more expensive than a full bolt-on car. Just point blank, period. The old setup on the old car, the last Hellcat, was an exotic killer package from SRT Auto Works. That package is $10,999. It's on their Instagram, on their webpage, everything like that for regular Hellcats. For Red Eyes, it is $9,999, so about a difference of $100 or $1,000. Sorry. So $1,000 difference, and they net you about the same amount of wheel horsepower for both. It's going to be low to mid 900s for both platforms, and they do have like other options and stuff you can add on once you talk to them, whether you want to go with a nice little ice box or chiller, something of the sort, so you can upgrade to the Exotic Killer Plus or the Exotic Killer Plus Plus package. They get fancy and stuff, but you know, me, I ain't got it like that. I just sprung for the Exotic Killer package, and that was more than enough, and I was more than happy. I'm glad they talked me into it, because I was originally going for the Pump Gas Killer package, or the Pump Killer package, or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. Domestic Killer, that's what it is. Domestic Killer package, and all of this is a tune for 91. It's basically just a lower, you make like high 700, mid to high 700s to the wheel. Yeah, glad I didn't go that route. Man, I'm glad I went with the 900, because you need it out here. You need it out here. There's a lot of fast-moving cars. So, which route would I go if I had the money, or if I was in your shoes? It just depends. It just depends. How far do you want to take your build? Point blank, period. I knew with this build, what my goal was. I wanted an 8-second car. Right now, as a 6, it might be possible with extensive weight reduction. I definitely have the power for it. I know for a fact I do. But I think we're going to need a little bit of weight reduction to get it all down. Maybe even a little bit of suspension work if I wanted to get that 8-second pass. Right now as a 6, I'd say we should be around mid to low 9s. Right now. Deep 9s, I don't know. Maybe not, because she's a heavy girl. All seats are in. And she's heavy. And it's a wide body, so they're not as aerodynamic as the narrow body guys are. So we got a little bit fighting against us, man. So I knew what the goal with this build was, and I knew if I wanted to do my things about to fall. I knew if I wanted to do the full bolt-on route again, I knew that I would just be buying and buying. There it is. I knew I would be buying a lot more stuff down the road versus just going and getting a simple exotic killer package. Obviously, this is a lot more expensive. Like I said, it's a lot more complex, a lot more piping, things running everywhere, things I got to monitor and check. But it's not terrible. It's not terrible. As long as you take care of it and, you know, keep an eye on everything, check it regularly before you drive or after you drive and stuff like that, you'll be all right, man. It's nothing too crazy. Make sure you don't have any leaks and stuff like that from any of the oil lines and stuff like that. You'll be just fine. Resume. Now that we're out here. But yeah, it's nothing too crazy. But like I said, it is definitely more expensive. The exotic killer package was about a fraction of this. Like I said, this was about 28 grand. Exotic killer package was about $10,000. So a little less than half for the exotic killer package for my old car. And if it was a red eye, if I'd went red eye again, it'd been even less than that. So like I said, $9,999, so right at 10 grand. I'm not sure if they do a military discount for you military guys out there. I don't know. Either way, XRT Auto Works, they do a damn good job, man. Exotic killer package, you're in, you're out. It's a pretty simple deal. And tons of shops have those same exact packages. Soterra has theirs. Tim Barf has his. They all have the simple bolt-on packages, and they're all about the same grand, or the same amount of money. If you want to overspend, you can go to a shop like Hennessy or something like that, where they charge you a lot more for the same amount, even less. I can't tell you how many shops or how many Hennessy cars I've seen go to SRT Auto Works' shop. They're always posting a new video where they're just dogging and beating the crap out of a Hennessy car before they get their hands on it. So Hennessy cars will go to Hennessy, pay all that money, be disappointed, and then end up at freaking SRT Hours. And it's not just them. I've seen them end up at other shops too. Guys, stop wasting your money, man. Do your research. I got the videos out there. Do your freaking research. Don't go out here throwing $20,000, $30,000 on a full bolt-on package when you can go to one of these other shops and get you the same exact, even better performance for way less money. And if you want to spend that kind of money, you'll get way more power out of these other shops versus going to Hennessy. But you know, that's another video. That's something we're not going to speak on too much more here. Now back to this right here. Which route would I go again? Like I said, I know what the route, I knew what the goal was for this car. I wanted an ASAC car, and I felt like turbos was the way to get me there. And if I wanted to do the full bolt-on route, I would be still buying parts and still doing things, port work, smaller pulleys, upgrading it, fueling. Maybe not upgrading fueling, because you can just tune, you know, the injectors and stuff like that to give you what you need for whatever pulley you have. So I could have just went with an oversized pulley, oversized fuel pump, or fuel system setup, and, you know, been good to go. But you still have to worry about, you know, airflow. So pulleys, port work, maybe even more heat management, because the lower you pulley the car, the faster you're spinning the damn thing, the more heat you're going to generate. And on top of that, with the full bolt-on car, because, you know, you're just running off of the pulley setup, the crank setup, I should say, your car is only going to make that power at peak. So once you get to 65 or 67, however high you guys are spinning it, once you get to there, that's where you're going to see the peak. So you're only going to see max boost for a split second until the car shifts, and then you're restarting all over again. Sorry about the camera movement. But you get what I'm saying. Now with the turbos, that boost is there. It's on tap. It's not running off the crank. Obviously, it's a compound setup that I'm running with, but if you have a full turbo setup, you're going to be making big power once you get into that power range. And obviously, you have the delay of the turbos if you don't have the compound setup like I do. And we're going to get into all of that, the pros and cons, in another video. But this is just comparing my last build to this one and which route I will recommend. But simply, it's going to be down to your budget and goal. Point blank, period. That's all there is to it. It's just going to come down to your budget and goal. Do you want just a simple setup to go out there and beat up on the streets, and you will be happy for, you know, 900, maybe closer to 1,000? Will you be happy with that? If you will be happy, stick with the full bolt-on route, man. Nothing wrong with it. It does good damn work. Go watch all of my videos. Go watch all of my old videos, man. Count out how many losses I took. Go ahead. I'll wait. You guys come back, count them out, put them down in the comments, man. Let me know how many losses you saw on that old setup on my old car. The damn thing ran strong, made just over 900 wheel, like I said, and it was good. It was good. There's no ifs and buts about it. And of course, you have the, you know, multiple tunes you can swap around on. I never played with different pulley setups. They gave me a monster, and I just let the monster do what it did. You know, 275 upper 10% lower, and it just worked. It just did what it had to do. Now, if you don't want to stay at the 900 horsepower range, you don't want to be limited by pulleys and, you know, airflow and stuff like that, go turbos. If you're not limited by funds, go turbos. I guarantee you won't regret it. And if you don't want to deal with lag and stuff like that, go with the compound route. But like I said, I'm going to break down, you know, the pros and cons of going compound versus all turbo in a later video, because this video is already running along. But yeah, that's all it comes down to, is your budget and your future plans for the car. 900 horsepower is more. 900 wheel. Let's get it right. 900 wheel is more than enough to go out here and beat up on a lot of stuff in the streets, man. I've proven that. I've proven that time and time again. It's more than enough to go out here and have fun. So save a lot of damn money. And if you do want to go further down the road, then you can still do porting, you know, smaller pulley, stuff like that down the road. Now, if funds are not an option, or funds are unlimited, or, you know, you have a little more disposable income, and you want to go further, you want to see, you know, 8s, maybe even 7s on some crazy stuff, obviously you're gonna need more than just 2 turbos. You're gonna need, you know, built more, a lot of extra stuff you're gonna need. But if funds are not a problem, and you know you're gonna be going that route eventually, just go turbos, man. Just go turbos. The power is stupid. It comes on strong. It stays strong. Pulls you all the way through. I guarantee. And turbo noises. What? Like, that's incentive enough for me. That was incentive enough for me to go this route any damn way. Even if I don't see an 8-second pass the entire time I have this car, just hearing those damn turbos spool up and go is worth it. So, on that terrible bombshell tube, I hope I can help you guys make a better decision on the future plans for your Hellcat and your build. It's your first time stopping by, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you guys get notifications when these videos go up. So it's at the Instagram channel at load376so, all one word. I'll put it down in the description. Until next time, tube you, I'm out. Peace.